Today, we're going to talk about Canada Day and the EU allowing Canadians back in. Welcome to the Canadian Expat. Here we discuss a few items that we think are relevant to Canadians living abroad. First and foremost, Happy Canada Day to everyone, but also a slight apology. At 10 p.m. on June 30th, that's Victoria time, I started what was planned to be a 24-hour Canada Day celebration, and we invited Canadians from around the world to join me. It sounded like a great plan. I had Zoom set up to make direct calls and a live stream set up on YouTube. Everything was working great. We had visitors from Japan, Kuwait, Hong Kong, Doha, Dubai, and France. Had a couple of great conversations. But then at 1 a.m., that's Victoria time, after 3 hours of streaming smoothly without any real hiccups at all, YouTube crapped out and kicked us off the stream. I tried to get going again, but well, nothing seemed to work at all. I even tried starting another stream that worked for about 10 minutes, but then that crapped out. So I made the call and ended the stream there. Yes, I have heard from several people who were trying to get on the call, and I'm really sorry about not being able to connect. I was truly looking forward to meeting you. One thing that I did learn is that we can do this live streaming and Zoom at the same time. So what I plan to do is set up shorter streams a bit more frequently on specific topics. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in participating in something like that, if it was a topic of interest. And if you like the idea, what kind of topics would you like to see discussed? Second, in the news, the EU has announced that passengers from Canada can now enter EU countries as tourists. While this sounds great, a measure of caution needs to be taken. First of all, this is not a blanket rule that the EU has set, but rather a recommendation. Each individual member nation will be making final decisions as to how it, or if it will, implement that allowance. Interesting to note, American passengers have not been given the same okay. Also, this technically applies to passengers traveling from Canada, but again, individual countries may interpret it differently. So what you need to do is double check with the country that you are planning to travel to, and keep in mind that even if you do travel, you still need to get back to where you're traveling from, and that may or may not be an issue. The key word or caution here is double check. Once again, Happy Canada Day to all Canadians around the world. And this is where I bring out the equivalent to that coffee shop tip jar. Planning these videos, as simple as they seem, actually take a lot of time. So all that I ask is that you do two things. Like this video and subscribe. This helps us a great deal, and we want to produce more of this for you. Until next time.